I'm mad. Ugh. Just a little bit. So, I was gonna stream yesterday, but that didn't work out. And, I will explain momentarily. Let me, you know what? Like, maybe if I'm mad, I should just, do this. Yeah. And who? Alright. I'm gonna play some really way too exciting music. 'Cause I need something to match my mood. So, I was gonna stream yesterday, but I had an issue with my graphics card that, it just wasn't working. It, like, completely... Like, I could still get the integrated graphics through it, but, like, my second monitor was dead, and I couldn't, like, play any games. And so I'm like, oh, what's that? What's up with that? I'm looking through all the things, and I, like, uninstall it, and then, like, remove all my drivers, then reinstall the drivers in, like, safe mode. And then when I reinstall the drivers, well, I guess I uninstall the drivers, and then it works. And then I'm just like, okay, great. As I'm reinstalling the drivers, then it breaks again. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I look it up, and apparently AMD thought it was really funny to push an update to their graphics drivers that breaks it on Windows 10, and they still haven't done anything about it. And I'm on, like, I thought I opted out of auto updates, but I'm sure they'd find some way to do it, because they've got to do that. And so, no, I'm not on this machine. It's annoying. I hate it. I really should just switch over completely and, like, use frickin' DaVinci Resolve or something, but it's just, yeah. It's frickin' stupid. And, so the other thing that's really great is that normally I stream and record. Well, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So it was broken, and so I realized that the only thing I could do was, like, use old-ass drivers. And, then that worked for a day, and then the next day, it auto-updated again and broke it. So it's not the fact that they broke it for, like, a day, it's that they continue to push an update that they knew broke anyone still using Windows 10, and they still haven't fixed it, and then it auto-updates and breaks again, so I had to revert again, and it seems fine, good enough. I was like, oh, I'll deal with that later. And then when I go to stream, and, like, right now, I can't actually record because it says the graphics drivers are too out of date. So now I can't actually record, so I guess I'm gonna be using, like, the VOD recording with all the, like, music and me talking over it, but whatever. Like, this episode isn't gonna be interesting anyway. I'm basically at the end of what I want to do. I might, like, do this one short. This is mostly just gonna be, like, stuff, so, like, whatever. If it comes out a little fuzzy for, like, 1 bit at the end of the video, I'm sure people will forgive me. Yeah, friggin' Windows 11. Like, I really should just... I gotta stop being lazy. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just insane to me. Anyway, so here I have been doing some little experiments. This was, like, my first thing, just playing around with this idea, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't like how bulky this was. My tea, same as always. I have, like, a gigantic thing of, like, 400 tea bags that I need to replace every, like, 100 days because I drink that much tea. Wait, this is live? What do you mean, wait, this is live? What, did it get autoplayed or something? But yeah. I mean, Windows 11 is absolute trash. Like, my mom, like, updated to Windows 11 and it basically bricked her laptop. And, like, just by existing. But yeah. So, yeah, that's why I'm kind of annoyed today. And, like, I'm not... I just can't record good quality video anymore until I fix the drivers, which is who knows how long that's gonna be. But they say... Yeah, I mean, I was gonna do exotic industries, I've talked about it. Anyway, I should probably get onto it. So I was just playing around with this, and then I went over to this. Like, I thought about this design. This is basically like the Crastorio design on crack. Chugga chugga choo choo. Yeah, so this this is the like, this is insanely compact, and it's great. I mean, like, you need to like do that for the input and like have your stacker there, but like, honestly, I could see using this in another run. Just this sort of crazy thing. The center line is obviously on the same thing. If you wanted to get past that, you need to do something like this, where you could separate it into more chunks. It would need to be like this. But I didn't want to use this. It's a little bit limited for what I want to do. Tap water or microwave water. I use tap water, but I don't live in one of those places where the tap water is literally poison. Yes, but anyway, so I thought about this, but I didn't like it because it didn't really use elevated rails at all. And so it's like I wanted to use elevated rails. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if AMD, like, knowing AMD's, they're caught up in that. But anyway, so then I was like, well, I guess I'll move to this. So this is like the most basic sort of like infinite amount of stack off of a line things. Why do we need a special train system? Get out of here. You're not supposed to ask questions like that. That's like asking, why did I make this thing? Because that's just what we do here. Anyway, so this is like the most basic thing. Like, it's functional, but I just don't like how basic it is, and I didn't like how it kind of like expanded into it, because, you know, if you're imagining like a grid and it's going like up like this is encroaching upon where you want to build the stuff. And like, I didn't like it, because, you know, like, and anytime you expand it, it's doing, you know, stuff like that. It's like, yes, that is infinitely expandable, but it's going in there. So, I started moving on to, more interesting designs like this. And this is a weird inline thing that achieves basically the same thing, but it's, like, along the rail. AMD hotfix driver released an hour ago. Okay, then, maybe I'll actually use that. But anyway, so but the problem is that this is just, like, tons longer than that. So does it really, like, do that? I don't know. Wonder if I should, maybe I should just stop the stream and try to update my drivers. And then restart the stream. But, man, it pisses me off, though. What if I just update drivers live on stream? I wonder what would happen there. Would it just, like, explode? Anyway, the same thing a rail system always does. Take stuff off and put things on. You'll never get back. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so I have this. And then, you know, I started playing around with this design, because I also, what I didn't like about this is that it didn't really easily allow 2 lanes, and I'm like, do I want to, like, split this up so much? Because the option would be, like, put something side by side, like here. I either make this bi-directional, or, like, put things on the side, and so that just didn't sit right with me. And then, you know, I started playing around with some stuff over here, and then we get to this design, which, this is the, like, first sort of main iteration of what I was thinking of, which is just, like, a kind of in line with the rail system, because, I ended up that I thought it was a little, like, really long there, but this, like, massively reduces the length, because instead it just goes all the way back down to where it was anyway. Yeah, and then, it's weird enough for me, which is important. Yeah, the stupid S meme. Yeah, someone actually pointed that out to me before, believe it or not. So this was like kind of the first iteration, and then you know, this was a bit more. This one had a few problems. This was a little too close, that was a little too close, and it didn't expand well for the undergrounds, because I was kind of limited, because like it only could fit there. But this one, since I have this, I should be able to stack like literally as many of these as I want. So, you know, comes in through here, and then just unloads there. Also, these are pushing designs. Like, I think pushing designs are funny enough that, like, I'm allowing them here. I love just the intense music. It's gonna be like this all day. Yes, so this is the pushing design, but, excuse me, but this one, like, it has the problem that it only can come in from this direction, and only go out this direction. Yes, it is possible to do train-based sushi because they added the interrupts now, so it's very, it's actually quite feasible to do train sushi. What I'm probably gonna do is have, like, one fluid wagon that carries, like, every fluid. Yes, pushing designs. But, yeah. So I got this. And, this is this is a thing. Ignore that I got this on the wrong direction. It's fine. So this is the thing that I added that it can either escape... Oh my god, it's Black Knight 2000. It's only the Double Knights challenge. Yeah, let's see, yeah, so, like this thing, and then, if anyone was here a few days ago, I will add in other trains, but this is kind of like my generic, my generic design that I want to do. The other ones will probably just, like, have one thing that comes off the track and be fine. Unloading under rails. I mean, yeah, you can, like... This isn't unloading, like, off of a train on up rails, it's just like this, but, anyway. So I have this, and, you know, the important thing is that, like, I can, like, stack this all the way up there. Like, it can go quite a few. And this can also, like, this can be an unloading and a loading design, and if I really need more, it can start coming out the other end. It's kind of crazy. Single gap in the belts. Yeah, it's fine. Zack. There were so many shoot-'em-up games back in the day. But, so... This thing... I was like, but we can do better. And so, if anyone was here for the other day, I pointed out that you can actually... include legacy rails into modern rail systems. And the crazy thing about legacy rails is that they are actually one smaller. They can take turns one turn smaller than normal rails. And so by doing that, you can see the difference in size of this design. That's a whole 4 blocks saved, and it's a whole, like, 8 blocks saved vertically. So, like, clearly we gotta do that. Yep. I thought, you know, if I'm gonna do it, this is, like, literally the best use case. Yep, so, that's kind of where I got. Top 10 illegal Factorio building techniques, yep. And, as far as I know, legacy rails aren't removed in 2.1, so... Hopefully this design is future-proof. But yeah, just the fact that I can do this is amazing to me, so I feel like I've gotta, you know? And it's like, just, I mean, like, compare how clean this transition to the rail ramp is compared to here. Like, this is the best I could do here, but this, it's perfect. I'm above the law. Yeah, so, this is kind of what I got, and, you know, again, the idea is that I can just put these, like, anywhere, and it'll accept, like, any amount of stuff. It's very... And so, this will exit, or this exits either here, or here, so it can go up there. And so there is the problem that it can only come in this way, but I'm going to assume that that's not nearly as bad as not being able to exit on both. Because a lot of the times, you know, it's better to exit, I think, but if it's really so bad, you know, I might be able to make some adjustments. It'll be annoying, but, you know. Star Cruiser. It's a feature. Yeah, I don't know. So, let me look up, see if AMD actually... AMD driver hotfix. Yeah, like... I don't know, the problem is that if it wasn't actually hotfixed, I need to see some proof that they did. Because otherwise it would break it again. Please update on stream, it would be so funny. If I can find a... let's see, that would be like version 2 point whatever. What does it mean, end of Act 1? It means I'm not streaming anymore until I finish the first part of the video. Yeah, let's see, can I find an article to confirm that they actually did fix this? AMD Software Adrenaline Edition, hotfix, it's recommended, cleanup utility. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a video eventually. Let's see. Let's run this. Yes. I'm just afraid that it'll, suck ass. Yes. Intermittent install issues seen when installing AMD Software Adrenaline Edition 2 point blah blah blah. Link. Hotfix. Save that. Downloading. Damn, that's a long ass download. Friggin' 1.5 gigabytes, what the hell? I didn't know. Yeah, do not. I mean, unfortunately, that's all I can do right now. Please move the one underground belt below the 4th row so it's in line. I suppose. Yeah, also this is the funny thing, these inserters are limited to 8, but these are 10, and that's how you get the fastest throughput. These inserters can go faster, so I'm pretty sure with these, it'll have no problems basically doing a full build. Let's see, is that... 9? Is 9 the magic number? Yeah, it looks like 9 is the magic number for these. That's gonna be a almost entirely saturated. It's not fully saturated, because there's like little micro gaps, but visually it's fully saturated. Where is Cargo Wagon? These are just infinity chests for testing purposes. Starter guide, no. I've only done like a train tutorial. I don't really consider myself much of a tutorial person, because I don't tell you how to play the game well, I tell you how to play it fun. I really hope that this, like, trying to install graphics drivers while I'm streaming just, like, implodes my entire computer. That would be really funny. Alright. We got 7 seconds left. What, do if need more than 4 stations, then I make it longer or smaller? Yeah, God, Windows, exactly. There are people who don't play Factorio for fun. Someone asked what the song is. It's sort of Luxor, Certain Triumph. It's funny because the Sword of Luxor, LXSOR, that isn't an actual, like, game, even though it totally sounds like it is, and it's intentionally made. It's basically a soundtrack for a fictional game that doesn't exist, the Sword of Luxor. It's from a Japanese dude. I don't know if he's still active, but, yeah. Look it up. LXSOR. Oh my god, but... get the AI bundle. No. Your display may flicker during install. Yeah, I guess I should demonstrate how the... I'm sure nothing will go wrong while I'm doing this. But, you know, like, let's put this here. We'll put our wagon here. There's my fuel. Just choose this one. And so it'll go like this. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? Do you have views on the topic of brisket? I mean, brisket's fun, you know, just smoke it a long time. Some people like it. It feels illegal. Oh god, the screen is flickering. Holy shit. Oh god. What's happening? Are we still here? Are we still here?